Hello, welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn to avoid some mistakes and practice saying things correctly. So let's get started. First, this is not correct.
This means that you're finally decided to put yourself first instead of pleasing the people around you.
I cannot say it means you're finally decided to put yourself first. Because I have the verb decided, I have to use you have. Together, you've. It means you have or you've finally decided to put yourself first. I cannot say you're finally decided. So example, I have or I've finally decided to put myself first. What about you? Have you finally decided to put yourself first? Very good. Let's watch another clip.
To spill the tea on something is being used when someone shares an especially juicy bit of gossip. T stands for the word truth in drag culture.
So she's teaching the expression, spill the tea. It means to gossip, to reveal a secret. And with this expression, she says T stands for truth in drag culture. But then she corrects herself with an asterisk and says, in a drug culture. So which is correct? Is it in drag culture or in a drug culture? Well, we have two different words. We have drag and drug. Drag has a short A sound, like bag and black cat. The word is drag. The DR makes the j sound plus the R, drag. She's talking about in drag culture. And there's no article, which is strange because culture is a countable noun. I can say one culture and two cultures. But if I use an adjective like drag, we don't use an article. We just say in drag culture, in American culture. And drug, in drug culture, we cannot say in a drug culture, we just say in drug culture. But drug is something different. Drug, we see the short sound like cup and up, drug. So which is it? Is it in drag culture or in drug culture? Well, in drug culture, that's talking about doing drugs, like cocaine and heroin. That's not what she's talking about. She's talking about in drag culture. Drag is when a man dresses like a woman. That's drag. For example, this is a man dressed like a woman. I can say he is in drag. That's the expression we use. He's in drag. Let's practice. Is he in drag? That's right, he's in drag. And when you have a man dressed like a woman and they do a performance, that can be called a drag queen. A man dressed like a woman doing a performance can be called a drag queen. And they have their own culture. And it's called drag culture. And that's where this expression came from, spill the tea. It came from drag culture. Not a drag culture and not a drug culture. So the expression spill the tea came from drag culture. Let's practice. Where did the expression spill the tea come from? Did it come from drag culture? That's right, it came from drag culture, not drug culture, and not a drug culture. So remember, when you use culture, it can be countable. You can say one culture and two cultures, but if you use an adjective, eliminate the article. Drag culture, American culture, etc.